We'll meet our starting lineup. Okay. Caledonia. Number 6, Harmon Esch. Number 19, Bryce Mitchell. Number 15, Ethan Sova. Number 12, Camden Quigley. Number 14, Zach Valiska. And in goal, number 73, Sam Hogue.
Top close to it because it's just looking right on top of it.
Now, your Spartans. At left wing, number 9, Carter Wheeler. At center, number 18, Tanner Kovich. At right wing, number 23, Trevor Serba. On D, number 12, Jack Hohendorf. And your other D, number 5, Jameson Mendry. And in the pipes tonight, number 29, Robbie Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the table and remove your hats. To honor Americans and those who support our freedom at home and abroad, please join us in singing the national anthem.
Welcome in everybody to Belknap Ice Arena, otherwise known as Griff's Icehouse, for a special matinee game between the Caledonia Fighting Scots and the Sparta Spartans. Player intros are done and we are ready to roll. Out first for Caledonia, Harmon Esch, Ethan Sova and Bryce Mitchell on the forward. On defense, Zach Valiska and Quigley. Face-off has started the game. Puck played immediately into the Sparta zone. Esch with it, pinned up at the end boards. Sparta there to dig it out. Instead, Mitchell behind the net, moves it to Esch. Esch back to the near side. Esch carries in the corner up the wall. Pass out to the point, gets knocked down by the Spartans. Zach Valiska gives chase in his own zone. Puck loose in front, taken away by Quigley. Quigley outlets to Esch. Esch, long-range pass on the stick for Mitchell. Mitchell at the red line has to retreat. Keeps control, though. Try to feed a pass to Quigley, picked off by the Spartans. Sparta down low. Pass goes through the crease all the way through for Sova. Sova will clear the zone, but Spartans there to take possession. Roughed up by Esch and taken away by Quigley. Quigley behind his own goal. Pass up for Sova, deflected, played by the Spartans as Caledonia gets a change. Fresh on the ice, Drew Nichols, Aiden Eitel, Gabe Supak, Raylan Boltema, and Ty Lewandowski. Behind the net, pass out to the near side. This will be picked off by the Spartans. Top of the zone, played in deep, picked off by Nichols. Nichols, 3-on-2, rushes it ahead. Nichols tried to take it wide, played away by the Spartans defense, knocked in by Boltema. Lewandowski chases behind the net, Spartans there. They go off the back wall, breakout on the near side. Puck loose, Boltema dumps it in deep. Into the corner goes Lewandowski. Puck comes out. Spartans with possession behind their net. Far side. Sends a pass near side. Supak's going to play it at the red line. Supak's got a clear lane to skate it in. Sparta caught on the change. Supak a shot saved by the goaltender. Rebound and it goes in. I thought the goaltender held it. Puck bounced out and Cal cashes in the rebound. Ty Lewandowski with his first goal of the season. Supak on the assist. In goal today for Sparta is Robbie Park. Made a good first save on Supak's shot, but puck came out. Lewandowski on the doorstep, and Cal takes the early 1-0 lead. Landon Moore out now with Jagger Burns and William Mikkelsen. Pass out to Mikkelsen on the far side. He breaks up past the red line. He's got Landon Moore streaking through the middle. Puck goes into the corner. Mikkelsen roughed up. Spartans try to send it out. Pass loose in front. Jagger Burns lost control and played out to mid-ice. Evan Moore with a stick on it. And that one bounced up into the bench. So we'll get a stop in the play.
Number 11, Ty Lewandowski. Assist. Number 16.
Lewandowski, a 4-year player for Caledonia. Believe that was around his 40th or 41st goal of his career. First of the season. Someone you're going to see score a lot of goals this season. Puck played in neutral zone. After it's Quigley. Spartans dig it out and they dump it in deep. Evan Moore gives chase behind his own goaltender. Sends a pass far side for Mitchell. Mitchell cross ice for Esch. Deflected up by the Spartans defense. Dumped in. A shot in on Hogue is left for Moore. Moore's pass out for Mitchell. Mitchell carries ahead. Another 3-on-2. Mitchell on the far side. Mitchell takes it down behind the net. Now to the near side. Pass out to Supak at the point. Supak lays it in towards net. A save by Park. Puck sent up the near wall. Sparta able to clear the zone. Supak's got a grip on it and dumps it in deep. Puck rattles around behind Park to the far corner. Sparta sends it back to the near side. They'll look for a breakout. Cross ice pass, deflected loose, but dumped in deep. Wrapped all the way around to the near side corner for Supak. Supak trying to move it up the wall. He'll clear the zone, finds Sova. Sova in, shot on net, a save. Loose on the side of the net, and the goaltender gets a glove on for the whistle. Out for Caledonia, Isaiah Supak, Brown, and Drew Nichols on defense, Zach Veliska and Aiden Eitel. Face off played in the corner by Nichols, wrapped around to the far corner, Sparta at the far side half wall, played by Cal, big hit on Brown by Sparta, gets right back to his feet. Nichols after the loose puck, played to Eitel, Eitel over for Supak. This is Isaiah Supak, lays it in on net. Goaltender sends it right back to the near side wall. Sparta now breaks it out. Sparta will cross the red line and dump it in deep. Hogue has to play it, Veliska there. Sparta plays it behind their goal. After it's Eitel, he takes a hit into the wall, but stays on the puck, moves it up for Brown. Puck loose into the middle, played out for Supak. He'll clear the zone, but Sparta get possession. He'll send it right back. Loose puck, played ahead by Veliska. Loose puck now picked up by Lewandowski. Lewandowski carries in the zone, holds it at the wall. In to help is Moore, Landon Moore. He takes a hit. Sparta tries to send it out, gets past the D. Puck loose. Quigley's there with a stick on it. Moore plays it into neutral zone. Comes right back into the Caledonia zone. Evan Moore behind his net. Hard around the wall for Bultema. Puck loose. Sparta sends a shot in on Hogue, a save. Lewandowski picks up the loose puck, clears the zone. Sparta plays it back to the near side. Now dumps it in. Evan Moore gives chase. Sparta gets the loose puck, but in to help is Burns. Now Quigley up the wall to Lewandowski. Lewandowski into the middle for Bultema, chipped ahead. Goaltender will come out, and he'll send it back to the near side. Evan Moore's got possession. Moore's cross-ice pass played by Sparta. Cal gets possession back. Pass near side for Moore. He'll rush it in. Moore gets around one. Tries to find it behind the net. Sends it around the wall to the far side. Sparta's going to be there to pick it up. Play it into neutral zone. Hogue will settle it. Sparta off for a change. Bultema behind his net. Gives it back to Supak. Supak over for Moore. Moore back to Supak. Supak off the wall. Sparta's there. They bang it deep behind Hogue. After it, Supak. Supak up the wall for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen sends a pass near side. Burns was coming off for a change, so Sparta got possession, dumped it in deep. Supak behind the net again. High off the glass. Bouncing puck. Clear to neutral zone. After it is Osborne. Puck chipped straight up into the air. Now it comes down at the blue line. And Caledonia with possession. Ethan Sova down low. A shot knocked down by the defenseman. Sparta plays it over to the far side corner. Now a pass through the middle. Loose for Mitchell. Puck loose now for Osborne. A shot, and that's gloved down by Park, the Sparta goaltender. Back on the broadcast here with Max. Max, what do you think so far?
This has been a really good game for Cal, getting lots of shots on net and overturning on one of them.
Face-off down low. Esch off the face-off shot went wide. Sparta with possession in the far corner, up the wall with it on the breakout. Pass through the middle, off a skate, held in by Sova. Puck loose, Sparta there. Mitchell got a stick on it, now chipped ahead by Sova. Shot by Mitchell, deflected behind the net. Sparta clears to the far side wall. Supak will hold it, but Sparta's there to move it ahead. Loose into neutral zone for Eitel. Eitel over to Supak, off his stick. Back to Eitel. Aiden Eitel. Pass through mid-ice. Hits Sova. Sova chips over for Esch. Esch trying to maneuver his way through the defense. Puck played out by the Spartans. Supak gives chase. Shallow in his own zone. Long-range pass for Esch. That's deflected. Icing whistle. And we'll bring it back for a defensive zone draw. I can swallow up, all up, feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the cartilla. My whole squad's up walking around the party, a cross between the zombie apocalypse and the Bobby. Which is probably the same reason I'm with me. Nichols on the face-off, out with Lewandowski and Bultema. Pass out in front, played by the goaltender. Sparta now in their own zone with it. Giving chase is Nichols. Sparta sends it out. Icing arms up, and we'll bring it back to the offensive zone. Nichols, Bultema, Lewandowski up front, Quigley and Veliska on defense. 9:14 left in the first. Nichols sends the draw into the corner. Lewandowski after it along with Nichols. Nichols pushes it behind the net. He's hard after it near side corner. Pulls it back behind the net. Pass out in front. Goes all the way through to Quigley. Quigley down low for Lewandowski. Lewandowski behind the net for Nichols. Now into the corner for Bultema. Bultema sends it back to the far corner And Sparta able to move this one out. Pass near side, goes all the way through, played by Veliska. Veliska sends it for Boltema behind his own goal. Boltema's long-range pass goes all the way through. And we'll get a whistle for icing. Lorenato, Guerrera, and Goodwin up front for Sparta. Osborne out with Mikkelsen. And Burns. Sparta with it in the Cal zone. Shot saved by Hogue. Puck played back to the near side. Sparta with a shot that goes wide. Supak down low, sends it to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen in the middle for Osborne. Osborne carries it ahead. He's got Burns in the middle. Osborne takes it wide, now behind the net. Takes a hit, puck loose, far side corner, Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen, top of the zone, shoots a pass over for Evers. Evers puts a backhand into the corner. Sparta will send that length of the ice for the icing call.
I'm like, shit, man. I got this shit.
Esh, Mitchell, and Sova come out for Caledonia. Evan Moore and Aiden Eitel on defense. Face off one by Cal. Esh with it. Shot towards net goes wide. Loose far side wall for Moore. Moore tried to play it in towards net. Knocked down by Sparta. He'll carry back in the corner. Up the wall. Moore presses. Moves it to the middle. Loose. And Sparta will send it length to the ice for the icing call. Puck played behind Sparta's net. They've got control. Pass through the middle. Eitel tried to step loose now to Moore at neutral zone. Evan Moore. Moore's pass for Esh. Esh gets around one, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell pulled it into the corner. Now behind the net. Mitchell. Sparta got a stick on it and sent it far side. Moore retreats. Sparta's got a little bit of room. Cross ice pass connects into the middle. Puck played by Sparta. Moore takes it away. He'll send it length of the ice. And we'll get an icing whistle and a defensive zone draw. Nichols, Lewandowski, and Boltema. Quigley and Veliska on defense. Puck played ahead. Cal with a 3-on-1 here. Wide is Lewandowski, a shot off the post. Puck bounces out to Quigley. Trying to settle the bouncing puck. Played into the far side wall. Lewandowski. Veliska ties it up at the wall. Dumped in by Boltema. Bounces behind the net. Taken by Lewandowski. Or no, that's Nichols. Now played by Sparta. Spartans carry it across the red line, dumped into the bench for a whistle. Burns, Osborne, and Landon Moore up front. Quigley and Veliska on defense. Quigley from the red line dumps it in deep. After it's Landon Moore. Played behind the net by the Spartans. Up the wall. Puck held up by Burns. Played it in. Landon Moore to help. Sparta got a stick on it and sent it high off the glass. Icing waved off. Veliska behind his own goal. Quigley gets the loose puck. Spartans. Now Landon Moore sends it cross ice. Hard after it is Osborne. Spartans break it out near side. Now to the far side. Pass knocked down by Moore. Evan Moore looks for the loose puck. Played back by the Spartans. Off a skate, nice by Supak. Spartans will dump it in, delayed offsides. We'll give Moore a chance to skate it behind the net. Pass up for Esch. He goes down, and we get a penalty, our first of the day. Sparta called for a tripping call. Ari Seitzma gets whistled on the trip, 2 minutes. So Cal on their first power play of the game. On the ice, Supak, Mikkelsen, Lewandowski, Nichols, and Mitchell. Or, I'm sorry, Sova. Sova on the face-off, not Nichols. Ethan Sova wins the draw back to Supak. Supak weaves his way to the far side. Sends a pass near side for Sova, back to Supak. Supak back to Sova. Sova back to Supak. Supak now over for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen back to Supak. Supak over for Sova. Supak, one-timer by Supak is saved. Sent into the corner. Lewandowski out for Supak, another one-timer saved into the far side. Mikkelsen's pass out for Supak, played out by the Spartans, and they've got a breakaway. A shot and they score. Sparta's captain, Trevor Serba, with a short-handed goal to even this game at 1. Cal still in the power play for a minute 13. Ash out with Nichols and Osborne, Evan Moore and Boltema. Boltema behind the net. Boltema breaks out, finds Moore on the near side. Moore carries it ahead, across the red line, sends it over for Boltema. Boltema skates it in the zone.
23, Trevor Serba, unassisted.
Boltema over to Moore. Moore back to Boltema. Boltema skates it in, top of the circle, shots deflected up into the net. Off one by Cal, played back to Boltema at the point. Boltema shot deflected into the corner. Evan Moore after it. Moore played it behind the net. Back to Moore at the point, at the wall. Moore shot saved. Loose to the far side. Boltema sweeps it behind the net. After it now is Nichols. Nichols gets it to Esch. Top of the circle, Esch. Shot and he scores! Harmon Esch with a rip. Goes blocker side and Cal reclaims the lead on a power play goal. Jagger Burns, Landon Moore, William Mikkelsen, Quigley, and Itel. Itel up the wall. This will be played by Sparta in their own zone. Pass back, far side wall. Burns with pressure. Sparta connects in the middle. Shot knocked down by Itel. Loose puck played out by Mikkelsen. Sparta clears the zone. Jack Hohendorf on defense for Sparta. Janison Mendeering as well. Puck played behind the goaltender. Burns sends it up the wall. Mikkelsen pulls it in the corner. Mikkelsen goes behind his net, up for Moore. Landon Moore, loose to the point, shot, saved by Hogue. Puck loose, far side, now picked off. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Landon Moore sends a long-range bomb, and we'll get an icing whistle. Out for Caledonia, Supak and Evers on defense, Esch, Mitchell, and Sova. Sparta with the draw win. Shot knocked down by Mitchell, now to the near side. Another shot goes wide. Esch after it, sends a pass through the middle, deflected by Mitchell into the Sparta zone. That'll settle, icing waved off. Sparta with possession. Mitchell takes it away in the corner, centers it for Esch. There's Sova, he takes a hit. And Sparta able to clear. Supak after it. Lays a big hit. Puck loose for Mitchell. Mitchell off the back wall for Evers. Evers sends it back for Supak. He'll meet some contact. Puck played by Sova. Through the middle, he's got Mitchell off his stick and deep. Icing waved off. Into the corner. Mitchell after the puck. Sends it behind the net for Esch. Esch pushes it into the corner. Now holds it there. Spartans with some help. Mitchell there though. Bryce Mitchell played it behind the net. Spartans get the loose puck. They try to out. This will be played by Evers. Played out by the Spartans. Supak there. Clears the zone for Sova. Over for Esch. Esch back to Evers. Evers clears the zone. Through neutral zone, Nichols now, over for Supak. Supak off the glass for Boltema. Boltema carries it in. Boltema, backhand towards net, is gloved by the goaltender for a whistle. Just under a minute left in the first. Cal leads 2-1. Boltema, Nichols, Lewandowski up top, Evan Moore and Zach Veliska on defense. Two freshmen on defense. Boltema with a shot off the faceoff just wide, loose on the far side. Moore collapses, holds it at the wall. Sparta can't clear it. Boltema holds it in. Shot deflected into the near corner. After it there is Nichols. Veliska holds it at the blue line, gets it back to the wall. Sparta sends it back, deflected into neutral zone. Moore played it back off the wall for Nichols. Nichols dumps it in the zone, into the feet, takes it back. Nichols at the wall, puts it in the corner. Clearing attempt played by Moore. Shot towards net is saved by the goaltender. And Sparta clears the rebound, length of the ice. And we'll get an offensive zone draw with about 16 seconds on the clock. Jagger Burns on the face-off. Sparta sends it in the corner after it's Mikkelsen. Puck played out to Quigley. Quigley back to Supak. 10 seconds on the clock. Shots knocked down by the Spartans into neutral zone. Supak gets control. Sends a pass over for Osborne, who couldn't bring it in. And offsides, delayed offsides, but before that we'll get the buzzer from the clock. That signals the end of the first period. 2-1 your score on the Pass Shoot Score Hockey Network. Max, any comments about the first period here?
So far, Caledonia is playing like they always do, just spectacular. And they are just throwing quality shots on net. And most of them.
How are we looking on the shots here?
Well,
Caledonia's got 10.
Caledonia's got 10, Sparta has
At the end
6.
of one, score is Caledonia 2, your Spartans 1.
All right, we'll be back in about 13 to 15 minutes or so. Get yourself a snack. And come back to some more live Caledonia action. 2-1 your score.
Let's see here behind you. Maybe I can get the heater turned on.
All right.
That's not open? Oh, they lock it.
Yeah, it's locked.
Come on. This one's not the right one. Yeah, we need...
Sweet.
Yeah. Take a break.
Yep.
This hangs on.
I have this synced up with the scoreboard now.
Sweet.
I'm gonna go get something. Do you want anything?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
You know the song?
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Griff's Icehouse at Belknap Ice Arena. Period 2 set to start here on the Pass Shoot Score Hockey Network. Caledonia holds a 2-1 lead after 1. Out first for Caledonia, Ethan Silva, Bryce Mitchell, Harmon Esch, Quigley, and Veliska. Face-off played by Sparta into the Caledonia end. Veliska up the wall for Esch. Esch chips to Mitchell. Mitchell pass, knocked by Sparta, but played behind the net. Mitchell pass out in front, and that's cleared. The net comes way off, and we'll get a whistle. Offensive zone draw, Silva to Mitchell. Mitchell played towards net. Goaltender sweeps into the back wall. Esch carries out of the corner, pass back to Quigley. Bouncing puck, Quigley picked off by Esch or held in. Silva kicks it to himself in the corner. Bouncing puck behind the net. Over for Mitchell. Mitchell back to Silva. Silva tried to play it back to Mitchell. Picked off by the Spartans. And they'll break it out. Far side, break in. Veliska with pressure, a shot in on goaltender is saved. Cleared out of the zone now by Mitchell. Mitchell over for Silva. Silva tried to dump it in, but picked off by the Spartans. They've got numbers. Spartans take it wide, pass in the middle, saved by Hogue. Sparta with the loose puck, loose in front. Hogue gets a glove on it and holds for a whistle. Lewandowski, Nichols, and Bolton up front. Puck played back by Sparta. Shot goes wide. Loose to the near side. Sparta's there first. They'll play it behind the net. Far side corner. Sparta's there. Played behind the net. Sparta again. Centers a pass. Loose in the slot. Loose in front. The shot goes wide. Sparta now backhand in. One-timer in on Hogue, and he holds for a whistle. Sparta coming out with some pressure here to start the second. Drew Nichols on the face-off. Sparta with the win. Oh, pass picked off by Lewandowski. He's got a break. Ty Lewandowski all alone on the net. He shoots. A save by the goaltender. Puck loose to Supak. He dumps it in near side corner. Sparta will try to break it out. Pass through the middle. Goes all the way to Supak. Tried to play it back. Picked off by the Spartans. They'll drive it in. Play it behind the net. Up to the far side wall, near side wall. Loose. Supak played it into the back wall. Sparta sends it up the wall. Lewandowski's there. Loose puck through mid-ice. Lewandowski pushes it in. He's got Boltema with him. Lewandowski shot. Saved by the goaltender. Supak knocks it down. Holds it in. Gave Supak a shot. Goes wide. Supak looking for it up the far side half wall. Leaves it there. Tied up in the feet. Boltema after it. Osborne has it tied up, now played back by the Spartans. Defenseman with some room, high off the glass. Moore's going to grab the puck in his own zone, turns, sends it out of the zone, back in, delayed offsides. Burns with control. Jagger Burns takes it wide, far side, up through neutral zone, gets his way through. He's got Mikkelsen with him. Burns tried to feed a pass through the middle, knocked down. Sparta can't clear it. Supak holds it in, bouncing puck. Now played out by the Spartans. Spartans carried in the zone. Into the corner it goes. Puck knocked down. Now up the wall for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen can't clear it. Sparta with the loose puck. Saved by Hogue. Puck still loose in the zone. Sparta with control. Pass knocked down by Supak. Now in front, a shot. Saved by Hogue for a whistle. Mitchell, Esch, and Sova come out. Quigley and Evan Moore on defense. Defensive zone draw, played into the corner. Evan Moore after it. Sparta plays it behind the net. Pass out in front. Loose. Mitchell into the wall with it. Sparta played it back towards the middle. Picked off by Quigley. Finds Esch. Esch on the breakout. He takes a hit at mid-ice. Sparta plays it back. Moore's got the loose puck in his own zone. Sends it over for Quigley. Quigley, long-range pass deflected at mid-ice. And played back in by the Spartans. Quigley behind his goal. Now into the corner for Mitchell. Mitchell skates it out of the zone. A Spartan on his back, gets it deep. Esch after it, behind the net. Spartans dig it out, but Mitchell's there to squeeze it up on the wall. Esch digs it out, off the wall, and Sparta sends it out of the zone. Hogue will settle it, leaves it for Supak. Supak off the wall to neutral zone. Sparta intercepts. Into the zone they bring it. Pass in the middle, played by Evers. And now Supak. Supak got it to neutral zone. Mitchell at the red line. Retreats into the wall with it. And dumped in deep by the Spartans. They'll get a change. Thomas Evers behind the goal. Sweeps it in the corner. Now sends it back behind the net for Supak. Puck played back into the near corner. Drew Nichols battles. Loose behind the net. Supak lays a hit. Evers plays the puck up for Boltema, but played back by the Spartans. Evers, backhand. Behind the net, Supak battles for it. Off the wall, looking for Mitchell, loose to neutral zone. And the Spartans send it back in the Caledonia zone. Behind Hogue is Supak. Supak tried to get it high off the glass, instead into the net. Defensive zone drop. Drew Nichols. Lewandowski and Boltemont with him. Puck tied up in the feet, now behind the net. Sparta sweeps it in the near corner. Turn, a shot, knocked down, played out to neutral zone. Boltemont. We've got a penalty arm up. Boltemont slap shot goes up into the net. And Sparta will get whistled, I think, on the interference call. So Caledonia back on the power play. The last power play, Sparta got a shorty, and then Cal put one in as well. So we'll see if this spurs some action. Sparta penalty called on Schoonover for head contact. Caledonia in the power play. Sova hits it to Supak at the point. Supak patiently to the wall. Supak again, back to the wall. Sova down low for Lewandowski, back to Sova, back to Supak, top of the zone. Supak back to Sova. Sova wraps around the net for Lewandowski, loose to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen takes a hit, Sparta gets the stick on it, and they'll send it neutral zone. Serba for the Spartans puts a shot wide. He'll get the loose puck, wraps it around the wall. Lewandowski, top of the zone, carries it out. Ty Lewandowski into the Sparta zone. Now speeds his way behind the net with it, taken away by Sparta. Bouncing puck out to Supak, can't hold it in the zone. And Caledonia is going to get whistled for a penalty. We'll go 4-on-4 for 1:09. Not a bad penalty. Is either that or a breakaway possibly for Sparta. So Supak will serve for hooking. 4-on-4, Nichols, Esch, Evan Moore. This one played out by Esch. Esch carries it across the red line, blue line. Esch loses it into the wall. Sparta there. Wrapped around the wall. Evan Moore from the point position is going to hold it in. Moore at the wall with it. Tries to carry to the middle, leaves it out for Quigley, can't hold it in. Loose to mid-ice, Moore at the red line. Finds Esch. Esch down low, puck loose behind the net. Nichols. Nichols, shot goes wide. Quigley at the point. Back to Moore. Moore shot wide. Rebound by Esch. Now another rebound by Nichols. A shot over the net. And Sparta with control. They'll send it length of the ice. Cool shot into Hogue. Hogue leaves it for Quigley. Oh, Quigley's pass bounces off for Moore. Moore able to clear it out for Nichols. Sparta plays it back into the Caledonia zone. And we'll get icing. Sparta now on the power play for 51 seconds. Their first power play of the day. Sova, Lewandowski, Quigley, and Veliska, your penalty killers. Face off won by the Spartans. They take it behind their own goal. Pressure by Lewandowski. Sparta behind their own goal. Now they'll cycle, carry it out the far side. Pressure by Sova. Pass up the far side wall, loose. Lewandowski got a stick on it. Sova plays it in deep. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Puck goes loose. Sova picks it up. Sova sends it near side. Lewandowski's going to be there. Ty Lewandowski, a shot deflected behind the net, and Spartans carry it forward. Sova got a stick on it. Puck goes loose, but the Spartans there. Played behind the net. Sparta takes control. 10 seconds left in the penalty kill. Near side point man Hohendorf. Pass in the middle, knocked down. Shot deflects into the air. Bouncing puck. Veliska after it. Cal gets their fifth skater back. Osborne joins play. Sparta. Puck comes out of the zone. Osborne plays it ahead for Sova. 2-on-1. Sova. Over for Osborne. Deflected. And Sparta able to move it out. Osborne, though, finds a loose puck. And now it's cleared. Length of the ice, but into Hogue. He'll settle it for Veliska. Veliska behind his own goal. Outlet pass for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen, long range, picked off by Sparta. Sparta shot over the net. Loose on the near side for Mikkelsen. Plays it into the neutral zone after it's Osborne. Spartans send it cross ice. Now through the air. Held up there by Veliska. That was Itel. Near side now. Puck loose. Loose behind the net. Quigley after it. Sparta keeps control behind the net. Centering pass. Good stick lift. Bounces out to the point man. Shot knocked down by Mikkelsen. Loose puck cleared to neutral zone by Osborne. Oh, a good stick by the Spartans defense. Picked up by Osborne. Played back into the Sparta zone. Mikkelsen after the loose puck. Spartans able to get control, and they'll dump it into the Caledonia zone. Itel turns, clears the zone. He's got a man loose. Lewandowski after it. Lewandowski takes it behind the net. Far side corner. Centers the pass. Played out by the Spartans. They'll backhand one through the air. Knocked down by Supak. Supak waits and dumps it in deep. Now charging in on the forecheck is Lewandowski. Sparta tried to out it. Held up there by Nichols. Nichols maneuvers his way down low. Centers a pass for Lewandowski through the legs. Lewandowski down low for Nichols. Nichols centers a pass. Lewandowski a shot. Save. Nichols with the rebound. Nichols at the wall. Feeds a pass back to the point. Evers dumps it in deep. Lewandowski tried to play it instead. Spartans with it near side on the breakout. Supak able to hold it in. Spartans now dump it length of the ice. So with 6:21 left in the second, we'll bring it back for an offensive zone draw. Sova, Mitchell, and Esch. Evan Moore and Quigley on defense. Puck comes out of the zone. Quigley gives chase. He'll turn. Puck turnover. Spartans with it behind the net. Quigley, good job to get back. Takes it away. Sends it up the wall. Spartans bang it back deep. Moore on the near side corner. Leaves it at the wall. Spartans will be there. Centers the pass. Goes all the way through and into neutral zone. Sparta turns, sends it back. Sova plays it ahead. Up to Esch. Moore on the near side. Evan Moore carries it ahead, dumps it in on goaltender. A shot deflected by the goaltender up into the net.
You know I'm back, like I never left. I never split, I never stepped. Another day, another breath.
Mikkelsen landed Moore and Osborne, Evan Moore, and Quigley on defense. Cal sends it into the corner. Mikkelsen, pass out in front, played out by the Spartans. Quigley tries to hold it in, now played out by the Spartans. They'll dump it in deep. Evan Moore gives chase in the corner. Moore sends it up the far corner. Spartans there. Moore played it. Mikkelsen sends a pass. Nope. That was Landon Moore for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen tried to drag it to the middle. Spartans got a stick on it. Hold it into the wall. Pass back to Moore at the point. Moore. He goes down. Spartans chip it out. Supak gets it back. Moore with a stick on it and dumps it in deep. Cal will get a few fresh legs on the ice. Spartans near side. Pass through the middle. Doesn't connect. Icing whistled. Aiden Itel, Gabe Supak on defense, Isaiah Supak, Brown, and Nichols on the forward. Cal wins it. Itel over for Supak. Supak puts it in the corner for Isaiah Supak. Isaiah carries out, sends a pass back to his brother at point. Shot by Gabe is saved. Rebound in front. Another rebound and they score! Brown with a goal. Rebound goal. Max, that's your brother, isn't it?
That is my brother, and
Give me a first name. I don't have his roster. What's the first name?
first name is Eston.
Eston Brown with his first goal as a Caledonia Fighting Scot. And Cal extends the lead 3-1.
He's a junior this year, first year on the team. He's tried out all 3 years and made it this time.
Awesome. A Lowell student. Face off at mid-ice. Boltema, Lewandowski, and Nichols up front. Puck played behind the net. Sparta with it. Nichols, though, takes it away. Nichols centers a pass. Oh, on the doorstep was Boltema. Supak holds it in deep. Supak down low. Centers it for score! One-timer! Drew Nichols. Supak fed a hard pass that went all the way through, and Nichols just had to put his blade on it. And Cal with 2 quick goals to extend their lead 4-1. Drew Nichols on the face-off. Played ahead. Lewandowski's got it 3-on-1 now. Lewandowski punched away nicely by the Spartans. They play it into neutral zone. Itel got a stick on it. Sparta brings it in offsides. Delay call. Picked up by Supak. Gabe Supak rushes it ahead. Cross the blue line. Leaves it for Lewandowski. Tie shot. Saved by the goaltender. After his own rebound in the corner. Boltema there. Spartans clear out.
Goal scored by number 87.
Dumped in off of Hogue. Supak up for Lewandowski. Try to play it back to Supak. Far side, Lewandowski, or Boltema for Landon Moore, but played in by the Spartans. Wrapped around near side, Supak. Spartans carried in the corner off a skate. Supak with it. Up the wall for Lewandowski. Ty's got it. Taken away by the Spartans. Dumped in, but Supak's there. Supak off the wall. Played off a skate. Spartans take it away. Spartans a shot over the net. Senior captain Serba for Sparta. And that'll be sent length to the ice by Supak for the icing whistle.
Caledonia's pressure is really building up here. They have 2 unanswered goals back-to-back within 1 minute of each other.
Right about now, it's your boy, you heard, back again. DJ Manny.
Jagger Burns out on the face-off with Osborne and Mikkelsen. Itel and Veliska on defense, or Quigley and Veliska. Sparta taken away by Veliska. Played it in the far corner. Zach Veliska after it, up the wall for Osborne. Osborne into mid-ice for Mikkelsen, crossed the red line. Chipped in, taken away by the Spartans though. Loose puck for Quigley, he'll dump it in deep. Wrapped around behind the net, Burns in on the forecheck. Sparta tried to clear it, held in by Cal. Bouncing puck. Spartans get it back. They feather a pass up the wall. Loose in the neutral zone for Quigley. Quigley to the near side for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen's backhand. Played back by the Spartans. Mikkelsen's got it. William Mikkelsen turns and sends it in deep. Spartans with control as they skate it out through mid-ice. Spartans hard after it. Far side corner, behind the net. Double teamed by Cal. Sent up the wall for Mitchell. Mitchell sends a pass cross ice. Cleared up to neutral zone for Osborne. He's got Sova with him. Pass is knocked down in the corner. Sova rips a shot. Cleared out for Supak, who dumps it in deep. Sova on the doorstep, loose. Sparta defense takes it back. Pestered by Mitchell, taken away by Cal. Loose puck on the near side wall. After it now is Esch. Harmon Esch digging after it. Mitchell in to help. Esch puts it in the corner. Mitchell there on the wall, feeds a pass back to Veliska. Zach Veliska's shot in on net is saved by the goaltender and up into the netting for a whistle. Just over a minute left here in the second. Isaiah Supak, Eston Brown, and Drew Nichols up front, Thomas Evers and Gabe Supak on defense. Face off into the wall, played by Nichols behind the net. After it is Isaiah Supak at the wall, holds it there, absorbs a hit. Sparta takes it away behind the net, pressed up by Nichols. Sparta behind the net, off the wall. Evers holds it in for Supak. Supak drags it to the middle, loose. Brown has it. Brown feeds a pass back to Gabe Supak. Supak high off the wall, knocked down. Supak from his knees holds it in. Sparta now clears it. Isaiah Supak gloves it down and carries it in. Isaiah rips a shot over the net. Loose on the near side. Nichols has control, top of the zone. Nichols moves his way through. Pass down low for Supak. A one-timer goes wide. Gabe Supak with it near side point. Triple team there at the wall, and Sparta able to clear it. 15 seconds on the clock. Thomas Evers gives chase, and we'll get a whistle for icing. Evan Moore and Zach Veliska on defense. Landon Moore up front with Lewandowski and Boltema. Loose in front and cleared by the Spartans. Veliska plays in the corner for Lewandowski. 3 seconds on the clock. And that will do it for the second period.
At the end of the second, score is Caledonia 4, Sparta 1.
Caledonia with 2 goals late in that period. And they extend their lead 4-1. We'll take a break. We'll clear the ice. About 13 minutes again or so. Come back and catch the third and final period of this matinee game here at Griff's Icehouse at Belknap Ice Arena. Max, how about a quick summary on that period? What do you think?
That was a really good period for Caledonia. They had 2 unanswered goals back to back, heading to the locker room with strong emotions, I'm sure, with a huge advantage over Sparta. 1-4 is your final score.
All right, we'll be back on the Pass Shoot Score Network in about 13 minutes or so. Cal leads 4-1 going into the third.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Before Sparta came out.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm gonna try to battery this guy up.
Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip and see. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip today. Season touchdown cruise, and good old Johnny keeps the life on every party. It's like cheers, they know everywhere he goes. I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of. Back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know I'm here in this big city we're in. When I go back home, I've got some famous friends. Yeah, I do. My buddy Jason, he's a sheriff. He'll flash his lights, but let me go. My boy Randy, he's a preacher. My girl Megan, she's been teacher of the year. I swear for 5 years in a row. I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of. Back in Hamilton County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know I'm here in this big city we're in. But when I go back home, I got some famous friends. Yeah, I do. I got friends in high places on these small town roads. 'Cause round here it's all about the people that you know. I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of. But back in Davidson County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know I'm here in this big city we're in. But when I go back home, I got some famous friends. Yeah, I do.
That's disappointing.
But
I don't know if I'm going to be able to play hockey on Saturday because I have a solo and ensemble thing, which is
Good players, right?
what?
For school?
Yeah,
You have to do that.
kind of. I'm trying to see if I can get out of it.
Usually they say you have to do it for a grade.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any way I can get out of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't feel well that day.
You gotta turn it on.
Oh yeah.
all right, welcome back on the Pass Shoot Score Hockey Network. Back at Griff's Icehouse at Belknap Ice Arena. Third period set to begin. Cal with a 4-1 lead. Esch out with Silva and Mitchell on defense. Quigley and Veliska. Veliska behind his own goal, sends it near side. Esch clears the zone. Runs into some traffic, gets it to Quigley. Quigley shallow in his own zone, over for Veliska. Veliska, pass picked off by the Spartans down low. Spartans with it, shot in on Hogue, a save. Loose behind the net, Spartans with control. Pass back to the far side, goes loose. Mitchell's after the loose puck. Mitchell chipped it off the wall. Spartans, that's Hohendorf. Shot on goal, save. Rebound by Silva, and that'll be gloved for the whistle. Jack Hohendorf and Bryce Mitchell, two teammates from travel season, on one-on-one on each other. Nichols in with Boltima, Lewandowski, Supak, and Aiden Itel on defense. Nichols ties it up in the skates. Referee's trying to make his way out of there. Loose now for Boltima. Boltima in the corner. Pass out in front. Nichols couldn't get a grip. Played in by Sparta. Loose behind the net. Itel in the corner. Sends it long. Icing arm is up. And we'll bring it back to the offensive or defensive zone for a draw. Quick shout out to all those hunters out there across the state of Michigan. If you're tuned in, you're probably in your blind at the moment. Hopefully the weather is cooperating and those deer are running. Get those trophies. Caledonia outs the zone. Lewandowski chipped it ahead for himself. He's got Boltima in the middle. Lewandowski over for Boltima off a skate into the corner. Landon Moore, that's Nichols, sends a pass back to Itel. His shots into a shin guard. Loose through neutral zone. Boltima's there. Sends it cross ice back into the Sparta zone. Sparta will be there behind their goal. Lewandowski pressuring on the forecheck. Sparta cycles the puck. Now carries it near side up the wall. Nice. Ooh, big. Held in. This is Nichols. Drew Nichols down low, a shot, and that's saved by the goaltender. Mickelson comes out with Burns and Osborne on offense, Quigley and Evan Moore on defense. Face off back to Moore at the point. Moore sends it back to the wall. Mickelson sends it behind the net for Burns. Osborne has it. Tried to center a pass in the air. Bouncing puck out for the Spartans. Back into the Caledonia zone. Dumped it in deep. Behind Hogue. Quigley ties it up. Moore's there. Sends it around the wall for Mickelson, or Moore, who sends it to Osborne. Osborne takes it wide. Shot in on goal. A save. Rebound on the doorstep. Loose. And we will get a whistle as a penalty whistle now on Sparta. A tripping call. Ari Seitzma goes off for Sparta. No, sorry. That's Weston Scott. Weston Scott, the sophomore, goes off for 2 minutes. 14:41 left in the third. Caledonia on the power play. Nichols plays it in towards net. Rebound! Saved by the goaltender. Ash gets it at the wall. Back to Moore at the point. Moore back to Ash at the wall. Ash down low for Nichols. Nichols, a pass on the doorstep. A shot by Boltima goes off the post. Osborne ties it up at the wall. In to help is Ash. Ash into the corner. Ash feeds it around the wall. Moore on the near side wall with some space. Feeds it to the wall for Nichols. Nichols to the corner for Ash. Back in front. Goes all the way through to the wall. Sparta can't clear it. Shot in by Boltima. Save. Nichols with the rebound goes off the side of the net. Sparta will get a grip on it and send it length of the ice. Short-handed. Hogue settles it for Boltima. Sparta gets the line change. Caledonia gets a couple fresh legs out there. Lewandowski on the forward. Pass far side for Mitchell. Mitchell into the zone. He's dropped it for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen carried it towards the middle. Puck goes loose into the wall. He gets possession. Mikkelsen into the corner. Mikkelsen up the wall. Pass back to the point for Supak. Supak to Mitchell. He's roughed up. Can't clear the zone though as Sova takes control. Sova rips a shot in on net, and that's saved and held nicely by Park, the Sparta goaltender. Robbie Park, a junior. Ethan Sova on the draw. Lewandowski, Mitchell, Gabe Supak, and Mikkelsen. Puck played back to Mikkelsen at the point. Mikkelsen feeds a pass near side for Sova. Sova back to Supak. Supak over for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen from the faceoff dot, a shot saved by the goaltender. Loose, and now we get a whistle. .20 seconds left in the power play for Caledonia. Sova sends it in the wall. Mitchell, Sova gets it behind the net. Sova near side, corner. 10 seconds left. Back to the point for Supak. Supak to Sova. Sova on the doorstep, trying to find Mikkelsen. That goes all the way through. Supak holds it in. Supak, top of the zone, over for Sova. Sparta with their fifth skater back on the doorstep. Pass goes all the way through. Supak after it, far side. Puck sent near side. Sova collects it. Harder on the wall for Supak. Supak played it for himself up the wall for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen across the red line, blue line. Mikkelsen trying to get around the defender, goes into the skates. Spartans take it away up the wall. Quigley holds it at the blue line. Now it comes out. Quigley's stick snaps. Sparta with it down low, and Hogue will hold it for a whistle. Defensive zone draw, Jagger Burns on the faceoff. Landon Moore out with him. Osborne shot in from Sparta from the point position, saved by Hogue. Up the wall, Quigley for Landon Moore, who drops it for Burns. Burns in the middle for Osborne. Osborne takes it on the wide side, at the wall, makes the move towards the middle, loose. Moore with a shot over the far side crossbar. Loose on the far wall. Sparta played at the neutral zone. Bouncing puck for Veliska. Zach Veliska feeds it to Quigley. Quigley for Landon Moore. Played in by Sparta. Sparta sends it cross ice. This will be played by Osborne behind his own goal. Pass through the middle. Picked off by the Spartans. Shot. Save. Loose on the doorstep. Another save by Hogue. Spartans center a pass, goes all the way out to the point, shot, and they score. Sparta with a goal to bring this back to a 4-2 game. Drew Nichols on the face-off. Played by Lewandowski. Ty Lewandowski carries it ahead. Lewandowski in the middle for Bultema. Just wide. Lewandowski tried to stuff it on the back door. Comes out to the point. Itel gets it to Bultema, plays it into the goaltender, and he'll glove that for a whistle. Offensive zone draw here for Cal. Bultema, Nichols, and Lewandowski up front. Itel and Evan Moore on defense. Nichols wins the draw. Lewandowski played it to the middle. In the feet. Played out to neutral zone. Moore will play it. Evan Moore in his own zone. Turns. Puck goes loose. He gets it back. Moore played it up. Picked off by the Spartans. Shot. And they score! Sparta comes back with 2 quick goals to take this back to a 1-goal game. Reed Bennett on the goal for Sparta. Ash, Sova, and Mitchell up front. On defense, Evers and Supak. Supak holds it out of the zone, bouncing puck. Mitchell after it. Picked up by Spartans, top of the zone. They've got it. Supak pressures. Picked off by Esch. Harmon Esch into neutral zone. Played it off the wall. Spartans played it right back. Picked off by Supak. Supak will dump it in deep. On the forecheck is Mitchell. Sparta with it. Off the wall and cleared the zone. Thomas Evers with it. Over for Supak. Supak pass in the middle on the stick for Sova. Played back by the Spartans. Spartans carry it in wide. Down low. Now behind the net. Left it behind the net. Sova got a stick on it. Harder on the wall, but held in at the point position. Ash takes the puck away. Ash behind his own goal. Hard pass through the middle. It's going to go all the way through for icing. Landon Moore on the face-off. Sparta played it behind the net. Loose. Sparta's got it near side. Played behind the net again. Veliska after it. Veliska off the wall for Mikkelsen and dumped deep for the icing. Face-off goes into Hogue, and he holds for the whistle. We'll do it again. Landon Moore on the face-off. Sparta wins. A shot saved by Hogue. Puck loose to the far side. Mikkelsen's there. Trying to clear it. Held in by Sparta, but Quigley's got it. Quigley into the corner, back behind the net for Veliska. Veliska back to Quigley. Quigley up the wall for Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen in the middle for Osborne. 2-on-1. Osborne takes it wide. Back to Mikkelsen. Puck played out by the Spartans. Far side pass connects. Shot in on Hogue. He gloves it and it'll hold for a whistle. good?
Yeah, just the base was a little loose.
What is?
The base was a little loose. I got it.
The shot right off the face-off by Sparta is gloved by Hogue. Nichols wins the draw, cleared out of the zone. Sparta sends it back in, delayed offsides. Supak up the wall for Bultema. Into the middle for Nichols. Nichols carries it in. Sparta able to clear it back. Bouncing puck into the Sparta zone. Icing arms up. We're into the Cal zone. And we'll bring it down for an offensive zone draw. 8:26 on the third period clock. 4-3. Tight game suddenly. Nichols, Bultema, Lewandowski, Eitel, and Supak. Sparta clears the zone. Supak sends it in. Cal has to check up. Sparta's got room to break it out. High off the glass. Supak will play it in his own zone. Puts it back off the glass. Sparta knocks it down. Played ahead by Bultema. Now to Lewandowski. Lewandowski rushes it in. He's got Nichols down low. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound goes wide. Nichols on the near corner with it. Nichols pass in the middle. One-timer deflected by Bultema over the crossbar. Sparta behind the net. Nichols wrestled down. Sparta sends it far side. Pass through the middle. Supak got a stick on it, but the Spartans there first, and they dump it in deep. Quigley after it behind Hogue. Quigley settles it, moves it up for Lewandowski. Pass near side for Bultema at the red line, pressured by Sparta. Quigley's got it. Pass back to Moore in the D position. Moore back to Quigley. Quigley over for Bultema. Bultema dumps it in deep. Sparta behind their own goal. At the wall, Mitchell fed a pass in for Sova, takes a hit. Mitchell gets the puck. He shoots loose in front, and we get a whistle and a penalty on Sparta, it looks like.
My life be like,
Reed Bennett whistled for the 2-minute penalty. So Caledonia on the power play. Caledonia power play unit comes out. Esch, Osborne, Nichols, Evan Moore, and Bultema. Nichols on the draw. Wins it back to Bultema. Bultema, top of the circle, a shot goes wide loose. Rebound on the side of the net. Gets it off. Nichols digs after it. Now Esch has it, far side corner. Esch try to feed a pass to Moore on the doorstep. Deflected out of the zone. Bultema retrieves it. Bultema. Played in by Cal. This is Bultema. Bultema round one. Backhand in front, and that's gloved by the goaltender. Cal with the line change. Mitchell comes out with Sova and Lewandowski. Mikkelsen and Supak on defense. Supak carries it. Top of the zone. Supak to the wall for Sova. Sova towards the net. Rebound! Looking for Mikkelsen on the doorstep. Loose for Sparta. Supak intercepts. Sends a pass near side for Sova. Sova in the middle for Mitchell. Streaks in. Mitchell kicks it in. Bryce Mitchell down low. A shot. And that'll be gloved. Loose on the doorstep. Still loose, and we get a whistle. 1:01 left in the power play. 6:10 on the game clock. Cal holds on to the 4-3 lead. Sova on the face-off. Face-off back. Sparta moves it out to neutral zone. Supak after it. Played it high off the wall. Knocked down by Lewandowski. Chipped it to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen carries in. Mikkelsen had it taken away. Sparta sends it back into the Cal defensive zone. Gabe Supak after it. Supak finds the lane. He'll skate this one out. Supak through mid-ice. Gabe Supak still on the stick. He'll retreat back to the point position. Lays a shot, deflected. Mikkelsen with it, far side wall. William Mikkelsen. Pass back to Supak. Supak over for Sova. Sova to Mitchell, a one-timer goes over the net. Mikkelsen with a rebound. Back into the corner for Lewandowski. Lewandowski off the wall for Mikkelsen in the corner. Mikkelsen back to Supak at the point. Supak back to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen rips a shot that goes wide. Sparta back with their fifth skater. Supak a one-timer, a save by the goaltender. Sparta sends it down into the Caledonia zone. Supak gives chase. Forechecker in his pocket. Supak tied up at the wall. Sparta there. Mitchell, though, takes it away, puts it in the corner. Sparta continues to get a stick on the puck. Supak up for Mitchell at the wall. Mitchell's backhand goes out of play. Jagger Burns on the faceoff, Landon Moore. Puck played behind the net, Veliska. Tried to play it up the wall, picked off by Sparta. Centering pass, picked off by Quigley. Quigley at the wall, feeds it to Veliska. Veliska up for Osborne, cleared the zone, but Spartans send it in deep. Quigley at the back wall, puts a backhand far side for Landon Moore. Landon Moore's pass picked up by the Spartans. Pass off a skate. Osborne trying to play it out, takes a hit. Quigley gets the loose puck. Quigley weaves his way through neutral zone here at the wall. Crosses the red line. Puck held up, gets it back. Spartans send it cross ice from the red line, dumped in. Knocked down by Lewandowski, played in off sides. And we'll get a whistle. Drew Nichols out on the faceoff. Lewandowski and Ultima. Supak and Itel on defense. Played ahead by Cal. This is Lewandowski. Off the stick for Nichols. Down low. Goaltender plays it out of the zone. Good job by the goaltender Parks. Supak's dump in, gets knocked down, but Nichols picks up the loose puck. Spartans keep it out. Drive it back into the Caledonia zone. Picked off by Itel. Itel across the blue line. Aiden Itel into the wall. Spartans there. Supak can't hold it in. Spartans dump it in deep behind Hogue. Nichols there, hard around the wall. Spartans retreat back to neutral zone. Knocked down for Lewandowski. He's got a break. Ty Lewandowski in on net. Oh, he scores! Somehow Lewandowski stick handled that one in. 5-hole, and Cal gets the 2-goal lead back. Ty Lewandowski with his second goal of the game. Well, back with a little more breathing room here. 3:10 left in the game. Sova on the faceoff, Esch and Mitchell. Sparta dumps it in the zone. Evan Moore after it. Hogue feeds it to Moore. Moore Feeds a pass up for Mitchell. Mitchell at the wall. Leaves it for Sova. Dump back in. Quigley behind his net. Push back in the near side corner for Esch. Esch is cross ice. Kicked ahead by Moore for Mitchell. Mitchell across the red line, blue line. Bryce Mitchell feeds a pass. One-timer. Gets knocked down before reaching the goaltender. Goes loose to Quigley at the point. A shot. And we'll get a whistle and a penalty. An elbowing call on Caledonia.
Herman Esch getting called on that one.
Esch, the 4-year senior. He'll go to the box for 2 minutes. 2:39 left in the game. Boy, that 5th goal was really valuable now. Evan Moore, Ethan Silva, Drew Nichols, Quigley, your penalty killers. Defensive zone draw. Caledonia wins it. Silva wraps around the wall, held up by the point man. Played Moore, gets a stick on it and sends it deep. Sparta behind their own goal, trying to set something up. Little pressure by Sova. Sparta, far side, connects on the break-in, takes it wide. Now sends it back to the point position. Empty net now on the Sparta side. Shot goes wide, loose on the far side. 6-on-4 for Sparta. Shot goes wide again, loose on the near side. Sparta with control. Pass to the far side point. Top of the circle. Lewandowski with a stick on it, sends it in the corner. Moore with a slap shot, sends it in deep. Hard after it is Sova. Sova trying to tie it up. Sova's got it. He's got an empty net. He scores! Ethan Sova. His 2nd goal of the season. And Cal pushes the lead to 6-3. Valiska, Supak, Mitchell, and Nichols out for Caledonia. Sparta gets it in on Hogue, gets a stick on it, tries to clear it himself, held in. Nichols with a stick on it. Nichols clears, rips a shot from the red line, saved by the goaltender Park. Sparta able to move it out to neutral. 1:25 left in the game. Sparta down low in the corner, moved behind the net. Supak, now Valiska there, moves it into the corner. Sparta still on a power play for 30 more seconds. Supak wraps it around. That's going to go into the Sparta zone. After it is Nichols. Goaltender plays it around the wall, far side, out of the zone, but loose for Bultema. Nichols will pick it up. 1 minute left in the game, 20 on the power play for Sparta. Sent back into neutral zone. Sparta with control. They send a pass near side, off the wall, loose. Supak carries it ahead. Gabe Supak kicks it to himself. Supak rips a shot, and that's going to be gloved by the goaltender, Robbie Park. 3 seconds left in the penalty kill. 42.3 on the game clock. Sparta wraps it around to the far side. Itel pressures, holds it there. Puck bounces. Cal back with their 5th skater. Mickelson joins play. Puck loose. Bultema after the loose puck. Ryan Bultema shot in on net, a save. Loose top of the zone. And Quigley will retreat it back to his own zone. Itel cross for Bultema, deflects it into the Sparta zone. 10 seconds running on the clock. Sparta wraps it around the wall. Back to neutral zone for Itel. And that should do it. Itel holds it in his own zone. 3 seconds. Quigley near side. Plays it up. And that buzzer means we've ended. So Caledonia comes into Griff's Icehouse and takes the 6-3 win against the Sparta Spartans. As always, thanks for watching on the Pass Shoot Score Network. We'll be back in action this Saturday night at home at Patterson Ice Arena, 8:30 p.m. game time against the Forest Hills Central Rangers. A conference matchup. Going to be a very, very good game. Packed house, I'm sure, on a weekend. Come on out if you can. Celebrate, support your Fighting Scots. Caledonia moves to 3-1 in the season. Spartans move to 0-3. What'd you think, Max?
I thought that was a really good game. Sparta kind of started to come back there in the middle of the third period, but then Cal kind of regrouped, got their defense together, and held them to a 6-3 lead with an empty net goal.
Yep, good game by Sparta. Absolutely. Came back there in the third to make this a tighter game. Cal coming into the third period with a 4-1 lead. Sparta put 2 quick goals in there mid-period. But in the end, Cal puts a few goals in late. 6-3 your final. Thanks again, everybody. For Max, this is Dave on the Pass Shoot Score Network. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.